What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have Jeremy here with me today, and we're gonna be starting a new mini series where we answer kind of commonly asked questions and discuss topics, and we're gonna make it nice and short. And we decided that we are gonna be calling it the
So big.
and so small talks.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Well,
Yeah.
we're just gonna roll
so
with
big,
that.
so small talks.
Yeah.
Sounds good. If anyone has any questions, definitely hit us up.
Yeah,
You know,
so
we'd
drop a
love to-
comment if
yeah.
there's any topics you want us to talk about. But today, for our first video, we're going to be talking about a very commonly asked question, which is, how do you stay motivated? Or just
Whoa,
about
that's
motivation
tough.
in general.
Staying motivated, eh? That's a tough one. I mean, like, everyone has their take of what motivation is and how they perceive it sometimes. What do you think?
Well, I personally think motivation is a little bit overrated, especially for high-level athletes.
Wow. Overrated, all right.
I think, like, I don't rely on motivation. So, like, I don't need to be motivated to do what I need to do. And honestly, most days I'm not motivated. And I think, honestly, most days you're not motivated
So
either.
the question really does come down to depending on the level of the athlete. If you think about it, you know, like if you're like a beginner starting out, most beginners will find that they need motivation to go to the gym to make that first step. They need to get in there. Like they just can't all of a sudden just be like, I'm gonna just keep forcing myself to train. If they don't want to train, they're not gonna train. So as a beginner, you're gonna really just start out getting into the gym. You know, like go out there and actually join a gym, get your journey started. You know, and you're motivated during that time. You're like, yeah, like you know, you get sore, you feel good, like you leave. You know, like, you know, you get really, those newbie gains, you know, like newbie soreness. You first do a leg session or an upper body and all of a sudden you're like, feel sore, you feel great, you get release of all these good endorphins. So like, it really does, like what you just said, like motivation is not overrated. I think it just depends on the level of the athlete.
Do you think most newbies are motivated? A lot of them
Yes,
don't start because they
100%.
say they're not motivated to train. Like, they're like, oh, I really want to look like that, but I'm just not motivated to go to the gym. Then what should they do?
More like, but that is motivation in itself, wanting to look like someone. So like, you know, oh, I want to look like this, but I guess I'll try to get a trainer and do that. So that's motivating them to do that. So I think motivation is there. Like as a beginner, like if you start as a beginner, you're always going to be motivated. You're going to go to the gym for a reason. You're not going to just do something if it's not going to lead you anywhere. You're not going to go to work if work doesn't pay you money. You know, like, or unless you really love what you do, then you go do it, you know?
Yeah.
But most of the time, it will be motivation, yeah. It's important, like as a beginner. We're talking just beginners here.
I know the question is, people ask you, how do you stay motivated?
Well, how do you stay motivated?
That's the question.
Set goals. Anything you do in life, you need to set goals. You know, you gotta find something that you're motivated to do, like, that will lead you to building these good habits to get you to those goals. So like in your case, you being an elite athlete, myself as well, we do train every day. It's like become the norm. And so we don't really need motivation only because it's become a habit.
Yes.
So really, technically, yes, we had motivation at the beginning. Like doing your first show, before you jumped on stage, or even doing your first prep. That was motivation to jump onto stage. And then after that, what did you use then? You use motivation to get better.
I use determination to get better.
Determination. Yeah, but that was motivation in itself to look better than last time.
Yeah.
So like motivation is there. It's just now at the highest level, you know, elite athletes, it's become a habit for them. It's like brushing your teeth every morning. It's just something you do. Like, so for us, it's just now a job. It's just our thing to keep training. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I explained that pretty well. This was really casual talks. So
He's very like
Stay on.
that.
it got serious. Oh, no, I just have a lot to say. Like, you know, I gotta...
I don't have an answer for that.
Oh, Siri,
Is there
go
something
away.
else I can help with?
Yes, Siri.
I can't believe Siri's been listening on our convo. So what other ways do you use to like stay motivated? Like what motivates you?
I guess goals. They're setting goals, like I said.
Yeah.
You gotta set goals. Like, I think
Your goals
you
motivate
physically cannot stay motivated, you have no goals. And I've seen it many times, like, you know, I'll even get my clients to set goals before they even start with me. It's important to always set goals. Like if you do not have a goal, why would you even stick to it? Like if you have a future, even on the days you do feel like you can't be bothered, if you have a goal there, you're like, all right, if I do A, B, C, I'm gonna get to Z. So like that's how you build habits, you know. Then every single day it becomes, okay, you know, I gotta eat the right foods, I gotta train, I gotta do my steps, I gotta do my cardio, and then knowing that each of these steps will help you get to your final goal.
So mini goals. So people
Mini
stay
goals.
motivated through achieving their mini goals. And I
Correct.
believe in mini goals as well.
Daily
so I
goals,
think,
yeah.
you know, sometimes people set a goal too big for themselves and they get unmotivated because they feel like it's so far away that it's like unachievable. So setting kind of like mini goals each day, such as like, I'm going to get my workout done, I'm going to get my steps in. And when at the end of the day, when they tick all those boxes, that kind of makes them feel a sense of achievement, and making sure that tomorrow they tick all those boxes can be kind of used as motivation as well. I'm motivated by my competitors, honestly. So it doesn't matter whether like I like them or I don't like them. A lot of times when I feel like I don't want to go into the gym, I think about all the people that are going to the gym and all the people that are training harder than me. Even if it's true or not, I make up scenarios in my head that they're at the gym just freaking killing it, doing better than me. And that would be enough to kind of like get me up most days.
At the end of the day, like you're always gonna need it. Like without motivation in life, it doesn't matter whether you are training or not. Like you need some sort of goal.
Yeah. But a lot of times, a lot of people, any of you who have prepped, you would know, like, as strong as the motivation is, there will be days where you're not motivated, where you can't even, like, things that usually motivate you, such as, like, your goals, your competitors, or whatever it may be, like, sometimes it's just not going to be there because you're just so freaking tired, you're so freaking exhausted from work, or you're just having a bad day and you're just not motivated, and that's where you need to rely on determination instead of motivation, which I feel for me sometimes and most days, a lot of times now, I need to rely a little bit more on determination and motivation. And I feel like motivation is a bit of like an extra little kick. Like some days when I do feel motivated, I get after it even better. And then some days, obviously I'm not motivated, but I still get after it just as much. And if I am motivated, that's just like a little bit of a bonus for me these days. Are you generally motivated?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I mean, it's something you need daily. I think that's a huge thing. Like, you know, it's not something you can wake up and be like every day, like, you know, pumped. Like, you know, for after a week, you're gonna be like, I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
and
it's important for people to know that.
that's when it's really important then to rely on the habits you've created. You know, like stay determined enough so once you've created those habits, you can just rely on your habits that you've already created to keep you on your goals and on what you need to achieve. Yeah.
What other ways do you use to stay motivated?
What other ways do we say?
So we've talked about, we set goals. So for you, you said goals keep you motivated. For me, my competition keeps me motivated. Let's give them one more tip. One more way to get yourself motivated. Each. Would you do one or I'll do one?
I guess like one more way would be like like looking up motivational like quotes.
Damn, that was my one.
I mean, like I've always done that. I always post that. I do post that. I think it's something you need daily. Like it's like reaffirmations.
Yes.
Like, you know, and then you know a lot of people do find different ways to write it in books. You know, like you can write it in a book, write your affirmations down and stuff like that. And I think that helps heaps.
Yeah.
But looking up affirmations, like looking up those motivational hacks that you see on Instagram,
Motivational
the
quotes.
6 a.m. success
That's my
quotes,
favorite, yeah.
the quote Bible or something, and like
Yes.
looking at what other people say, even like looking at those influencers like Gary Vee, you know, Tony Robbins, is it? Tony Robbins, is that his name? Yeah, Tony Robbins, yeah. So there's a lot of motivational talkers out there. And I think it's something you just need daily.
And you like to watch your motivational videos. I think
yeah,
that's
exactly.
what you like.
Yeah, and I think a lot of elite athletes need it, you know, like, because sometimes it does get hard. And it's, you know, a very lonely road sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I read a book, I finished reading the book, called Relentless by Tim Grover, and he's pretty much a coach of like really high level basketball players like Michael Jordan and stuff like that. And I like certain books, I feel like, especially that one, I really rely on for my last prep. So you can find, it doesn't have to be that book, but any other book that you can read that will help you kind of be motivated. Any books that talks about literally like anyone else who's really successful in their field. Like I don't think this can only apply to like fitness. I get really motivated by say other people who are doing well in their industry. Obviously I'm into like the stock market and stuff like that, so I do get like kind of motivated by people who are doing well in that, and they're like motivated to wake up every day and do well at that. And I'm really motivated by like other athletes that are like not bodybuilders as well. So again, all the really good basketball players, and when I hear like their stories and like their routines, and when I found out that Michael Phelps, like I think he trains for 4 hours a day or he swims for 4 hours a day, that really motivated me, just kind of knowing that like there's other athletes out there that just like train so much, and us as bodybuilders, like we don't really train for 4 hours a day, like we just don't, you know. So knowing that other athletes like train much harder than us, like really keeps me motivated as well.
I think like one more important tip I have. One little sneaky
One
more.
extra.
I got a lot
Bonus.
to say.
Bonus.
Yeah. So I say write your goals down.
Yes.
I think once you've written your goals down, there's no backing out. Like you need to get a book, write it down, what you're gonna do and how you're gonna achieve it. Like it sounds so cliche and everyone probably tells you to do it, but once you've done it, once you've written it down, it's like a promise to yourself. You know, like it's not just like, oh, because when you can say it and yeah, like actions speak louder than words. You know the saying goes, that's the cliche saying. Actions does speak louder than words. You know, like write it down. That's an action. Instead of just saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna reach this goal. Yeah, but you're not actually gonna do it if you just say it, because there's no proof. There's no written. Oh, okay, I wrote this down like 3 months ago. You know, write your goals down and write how you're gonna achieve it. And I'll guarantee you that would help you like 100 times more than you just saying it.
There you go. Here are tips on staying motivated, how we stay motivated, how important we think motivation is. Hopefully this will help you. If you're like watching this right now, doing your cardio, trying to find, you know, a way to get motivated, hopefully like a little tips and us kind of sharing our thoughts on motivation has helped you today.
Hopefully it has.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace out.